Let's get some analysis on this by speaking to Margaret McCuaig-Johnston, who's a senior fellow at the University of Ottawa. She's joining us now from the city. Ms McCuaig-Johnston, thank you very much for being with us here on TRT World. So, another Canadian sentenced. What do you think this will do to what seems to be the case at the heart of this, that of Meng Wanzhou?
Well, these sentences are unconscionable because these individuals are innocent. And China's, I think, has overplayed its hand here, where it's putting overt pressure on the Canadian government through these detentions of innocent people. And really, it's at a point now where the Canadian government cannot cave in to China's pressure, because if it did, China would learn the lesson that it could pick up innocent Canadians anytime that it wants to win the hand in any negotiation of trade or any other situation where it wanted Canada to get into line. They've tried to pressure us over the years. They've said that Canada is not a middle power, Canada is a small power and must stop leaning towards the US. But this type of bullying and overt pressure through innocent Canadians is actually hurting China's international reputation. And China's losing face in the eyes of most other countries.
I think you're right there, but I will pick you up on the overplaying of the hand, because there is still one more stage to go in this, isn't there? Because the Canadian government can extradite Ms. Wanzhou, which they haven't done yet. So there is another stage to go. Why hasn't that happened yet?
Because Madam Meng's lawyers are dragging things out in the Canadian courts. It's been 2.5 years, and she's got the best lawyers money can buy. They're dragging it out in the Canadian courts because they are desperate for her not to go to the US. They realize that the only chance of her returning to China is if Canada is made to release her before she is sent to the US. And so that's why they're putting all this pressure on Canada. And to their credit, the Canadian government has not buckled under, but has stood firm that Canada has rule of law. The court case will go through to the end, and we'll see what the decision of the court is.
Michael Spavor,
on the substance of the law.
Absolutely right. Now, Michael Spavor has been sentenced. The other Michael is due for sentencing in a week or so's time. I mean, what kind of conditions are they being held in? Are you under any understanding as to how they're being treated? Because there was a previous Canadian who was arrested a few years ago, who was then extradited pretty quickly after his sentencing, right?
Yes, he was held for more than 2 years in a similar extradition case. This was Kevin Garrett from Canada. He was in Dandong, just as Michael Spavor is. And he had a cell that he shared with 17 other men. The meals they were served was essentially gruel. They slept on hard slats. They had a cold shower that they could be in for a matter of seconds once a week. And so the conditions are really, really harsh. And Michael Spavor said that he's grateful to his supporters. He said that after his hearing yesterday to Ambassador Barton, and he wants to come home. Clearly, he wants to come home if he's living in conditions like that. And really, it's medieval treatment that China gives to its prisoners.
Okay. Margaret McCuaig-Johnston from the University of Ottawa, do appreciate your time. Thank you very much for being with us.